Hey guys, in this video I will talk about two characters, mainly one character, the other character is just for the comparison purpose. But before that, welcome back to my channel. This is Reading Addict. In this video I will show you two books. First of all, the first one is Anna Karenina, and the second one is, I believe you will be surprised or you won't be if you know me very well. This is The Possessed by Fyodor Dostoevsky. So one character from each book I will mention in this video, but basically I'm here for this book and for one particular character of this novel. It seems that when I started reading this novel, it seems that character was not a main character, but it seems to me that he is one of the prominent characters of Anna Karenina novel. Here I am talking about Konstantin Dmitrivitch Levin. He lives in the countryside. He lives in country, and now he has come to Moscow. And in Moscow, Stefan Oblonsky lives. Stefan Oblonsky is Anna's brother, and Levin and Stefan, I think they know each other very well. They know each other since their childhood, for sure. So Levin is there in the Moscow for a very specific and delicate reason, and I think if you have read this novel, you know what I'm talking about. So Levin is there to propose an offer of marriage to Kitty. So Levin was a friend of Kitty's brother, who is no more. Kitty's brother died in a naval accident or in some mishappening, and now Levin wants to propose to Kitty. But Levin has come to Moscow after a long interval, and now Kitty has grown up. She is almost 18 years old, and Levin is, I believe, 22, 25. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe 30, or 32. Not sure. I do apologize about that, but I'm sure about Kitty's age. She is 18, which means she is radiant. She is a beauty at this phase of her life. She is charming. She is followed by innumerable people or admirers. And she lives in the higher society, so she has connections in all the upper echelon of Moscow society. So now you can understand Kitty's circumstances, Kitty's family situation. And Levin is living in the countryside. He thinks that he is not well educated, that he doesn't have good manners, that he is not the right person for Kitty. He always have these reservations about himself. He has a low opinion of himself. He is in low spirit, and he believes that if he proposes to Kitty, and if Kitty gets ready for marriage with him, that means it will boost Levin's self-image. It will help him to grow up, and it will accomplish a very important goal of his life, like getting married is a very essential part of Levin's life. So now one day he proposes to Kitty, and as I mentioned, Kitty has a number of suitors. So unfortunately Kitty denies his offer because Kitty has found someone else, and that person is Vronsky. That's again a Russian name. So Kitty has made her mind that she will get married with Vronsky because he is a very influential person. He has higher rank. He is more cultivated. He is a society man, and Kitty thinks that as Levin is not as cultivated as Vronsky, and based on some other qualities, some other social qualities, not moral qualities, she rejects Levin's offer. and Levin's heart gets broken. He is fully crushed, and he is very sad now, and he has now gone back to his country. And I think when I compare the same situation with our society, this is what happens in our society when women rejects men, not when woman rejects men, not based on the man's education or man's moral values, personality, but based on his wealth, based on his connections. So I think Kitty has made a mistake, and which will be proven in the novel, because as I am reading, Vronsky is not a very good man. He has been dishonest. He is a rake. So it means that Kitty rejected a good man for a bad man. So Kitty will pay the price of that. But I think in this phase, Levin has got transformed. Previously, he was thinking about himself as a worthless man, but now he is reinventing himself. Now he is building energy in his self, and he thinks future work is the only solution, and future work will redeem him, and it will provide him everlasting success. And Levin is also not looking for short-term pleasures. His personality, his character is matchless, and I think when I read about Levin's characteristics, then I think I could see some of the qualities that are present in me as well. So it happens all the time that whenever I read a book, I find similar qualities with different characters. So similarly, I found the same qualities and same situation that Levin went through. So I think in my eyes, Levin's personality or character has raised itself, and I think I have become the fan of Levin. And so far, if we talk about Anna, what Anna is doing, I'm not liking it so far, and let's see what happens in the future. So Levin is like a very good-hearted, very sensible person of this novel, and I think in future in this novel I will see him growing, and I will see him getting his happiness back, maybe through some other means, and let's see what happens. So I think that was the thing that I wanted to talk about in this novel, and we will chat more about these characters.